G'day guys, it's about the 13th of December and a lovely warm stinking day. We just had some rain, so of course now I'm sweating like mad working out here. But anyway, I'm putting in the next wall. As you can see behind me, there's the bats I've put inside the actual structure of the shed, and then I'm going to put my other panel up, which if you guys don't know, it might glare right out, but anyway, they are behind me. There. Right, so it's already screwed down, ready to go in. See the walls in behind me, but as you can see here, this gap, that's walls now just sitting on the floor. It just shows you how much buildings can be out. I've just checked the floor, and of course the floor level slopes that way a little bit. So at this point in time, just to save argument, I'm going to screw this up to the panel on this side, which then brings this level to this top roof, so then at least this booth will be correct, the floor will be slightly out, and I'll put chocks up underneath the corner, and then of course we'll run silicone to get rid of the sound, plus there's going to be thick carpet in here anyway, so the sound shouldn't bleed out too much. And then of course I'll do a re-level here so I get the proper height, because I can't use what I've used before, because now this is going to be higher than the back wall. So anyway, so at the moment she's sitting like that, and I've got to pull it back up straight. Okay, so to take the weight off the bottom, I'll put some chocks underneath it to level it off. And then of course I'll end up, I'm not too concerned with noggins, okay, because I'm putting 12 ply on both sides and I'm screwing down through the centre here, so nothing's going to move. All I'm interested in is getting bats in. So there's bats behind, bats in here, so you've got bats, 12mm bats, 12mm, and then of course in here we'll have the soundproofing as well within here to deaden this room completely. Okay. So now I'm at the stage now we're going to put some more bats in, and then put the inside light. So what I've done is been fortunate enough that I've been able to use the cross braces of the actual shed, and I've actually screwed the wall to it and also to the back wall. So she's screwed and nailed here, and there's 3 cross braces that I've actually screwed the wall onto. So you know, it is not going anywhere. It is as solid as. Alright, so there you go, and that's that wall finished. Then we've got to go chuckling off down to the timber yard again and grab some more timber because I've run out. The bats are in. So now I've cut up the internal panel, and that's that wall complete. And yeah, like I said before, then I'll go down the road and go get some timber. G'day guys. For some reason we've lost some footage, so there's a fair bit of this build that you've missed. So I'm going to have to do a quick recap. The last bit of footage I've got, you would have seen that I put the last wall across the back here. I have since then put the door frame in. It's been lined, it's been done. It's not a perfect size, but originally I wanted it to be here to swing in. So like a walk-in robe if you ever sell the place, you know, and this room can be stripped out and basically becomes a second bedroom. But the problem is I had this window, as you can see, I had the window further across. It was only 400mm from the corner. The problem is when you put the mic stand in and everything, you basically got to lean forward to look out the window, so I had to do some readjustments. And so to give you enough room in here, it's only a 550 wide door, okay, 1900 high, so that's as big as it's going to get. Okay, so it's a little bit different. That's a 600 by 600 windows. I'm going to put about 3 slabs of glass in a row, so that'll actually should keep the sound out, I hope. Fingers crossed. I've got the power in. Okay, so I've kind of, the long one here is for a power point. I'm going to put a power point at the bottom down here, and I'm going to have a power point inside just in case there's something I need to put power in there while the door's shut. The other cable there, of course, is the booth light, which you can follow me in here. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. I've just mounted that. So that's in, ready to go, and it's LED. which is nice. So if you stand in here, I'm now looking into the corner where roughly the microphone is, and as you can see the booth. So I was standing where the mic is, I can look straight out and I can see the booth. But anyway, so that's in, it just needs to be wired in, and what I'm going to do is that there's a main light switch out here, or main light that you can see, which is over in the corner here at the minute. So what I'm going to do is that's going to get put on this wall. I've got a 3 gain switch, and I've got some nice little down lights, a bit of mood lighting, so if I want to get rid of the harsh light and I just want to knock it down a touch, I've got some nice little lights that I'm going to go in, so that's hence three lights. Okay, so that's the main power part, but as you look over here in the corner, you see a whole lot of cable coming down that wall, that grey stuff, and I've got Belden. So what I've got is I've set it up, so I've got 4 XLRs and piggybacking off them 6.5 inputs. So say for argument's sake you've got an acoustic guitar, I can put 3 microphones on it, and say it's got an inboard input or pickup, I can then plug 6.5 into there. But you can only use one or the other, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 XLR inputs, and you have a choice of XLR or 6.5 input. One or the other, you can't have 8 inputs, it's only got 2. And the other 2 cables there are for the headphone. Now up on the roof, I don't know if you can see it, but the cable, there it is running across the roof there. I've cabled it on the C channel, comes across, and then it goes down the wall, and I'm going to very shortly connect the XLRs and 6.5s. It's just laying on the floor down there. So, and the other stuff that's just turned up is my beautiful acoustic treatment work. Quite a few boxes, about 60 panels I've got. So they're 500 by 500, and I'll be putting them in over the next couple of days. That's one of the PowerPoints. I've only just been told that my new input's ready to go. I've got a lovely bag full of my XLRs and 6.5 connectors. They've all arrived, so I can organise the solder them up and get them ready to go. Other than that, the wall is pretty well ready. I've got to drill 3 outlet areas into that wall. Then I'm right to put the acoustic foam inside the walls, and I can put the outer skin on. At the moment I haven't done it because I'm about to start drilling holes in walls and mounting all the gear. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Hopefully that's caught you up a bit. The roof's on. We had a bit of problems. There's a roof going straight across here at this level. The only problem is there's no supporting wall for this roof. There's a half wall that'll go here. It'll come out here because remember this is a closet, and there will be a full length wall at this height to here, the same length as that side. So it supports here, but there won't be anything in the middle. So what I've decided to do is at the top here, both roofs will join halfway across the wall. So the other wall, the other ceiling will sit on here in this space, and that gets a support there, and gets support on the other side here. It's not a very hard, big expanse, so there shouldn't be a problem with it bowing or anything to that effect, because it will have a half wall, comes out 450, so it should be pretty right. And then I can organise the frames. I'll get the glass in, but for today I've got to get my wall plates in. I'll do a little bit of adjusting on my cable. For some reason when we cable tied it up, I've pulled it more that way, and I've now got really bugger all tail on my cable here, so I need to cut the cable ties off and pull it back around a bit and get it back where I want it. And yeah, then I'll get back to you shortly and show you some more as we go along. I've got carpet sitting in the corner there for the room, and I've got that lovely little claw stuff for the carpet. The only problem is I went out to get some underlay today, and of course they sell it in 8 metre rolls, and I only need 1700 by 1100. So I'm going to have to see if I can get a hold of a carpet layer and see if he's got some offcuts, and I don't know, maybe do a deal where he just comes out and lay that little bit of carpet for me, because I do have the rest of this here to go. So you know, maybe I'll be able to swing a deal with the guy. So we'll see how we go. Other than that, yeah, that's it. That's a bit of a catch up there. So it is. So anyway, yeah, I'm pretty happy with this setup. Just to give you an idea, this is basically the stand. I haven't got the mic on at the minute, but as you can see, if I'm standing here in the microphone, I just look over there and I can see straight out. So hence why I couldn't have this back here. It was only 400 from the corner, so it was about here. So you would have had to lean forward and look through the window. So it's plenty of room for the main area. So that's basically where it's going to stand. And the light's just above. It should be reasonably nice because it's only LED, so it's a more subtle light. It's a frosty light, they say. So yeah, I think it's going to work out really well. So I've had to move things around as I've gone along just to make things fit the way I want it. But it's like everything, you've got to be flexible to change, or yeah. But anyway, there you go. So I'll get back to you soon and give you another update, and hopefully we won't lose any more film. I'm just doing a bit more muck-assing around here. I plan to put two headphone jacks with a little bit of volume control, just for whoever's in the booth. So I've had to go along and make it. So this is the plate. So what you're going to end up with is a volume pot there and there, which are my stereo volume pots. They'll be mounted in there. It's been a bit of mucking around to get in the right place. And then of course your little 3.5 jacks will go in there. So I've now just drilled the holes ready to go. So now I'm going to assemble it, put it together, ready so I can solder all the bits in to my cable. So hopefully I'll end up with a great little unit that actually works. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Anyway, I'll get back to it, and yeah, so that's where I'm up to at the moment. Cheers. Okay, well, I've got it done. It's actually worked the way I wanted it to, so this is what the little fella looks like. Okay. That's it. 3.5 input with two volume pots. There you go, so that's like headphone 1, got a nice volume. And then you've got input 2, so you've got two headphone jacks now, which will go into the booth. So at least I've got two people who can wear headphones in there if I need to do like harmonies and stuff like that. So there you go, my little idea worked. So now all I've got to do is solder all right, get the cable in. I have now soldered in. So you've got a stereo pot, so I've got basically red is going to be the right ear, black is the left ear, and then of course the yellow shrink wrap is the ground. So that's your two inputs, and yeah, now they're right to go into the wall. Okay, so that's basically it, done. That's your two headphones done. Bit of a pain in the butt trying to do it on a little shelf, but anyway, that's how wired up. And yeah, now we can put it together. And that's that one done. Tomorrow I'll do the XLR and 6.5 inputs, and then I'll put the connectors on the other end to go in the back of my unit, and that part of it's pretty well done. Anyway, guys. Well, there you go, guys. I've done my 4 XLR connectors. I've got two elbows because the first two inputs in my audio card is a Focusrite and they're on the front, and then the other two I've got some stereo input for the headphones. The only problem is that when I ordered them, I ordered the monos, which aren't right, so I'm still waiting for them to turn up, so I've got to connect them up. But next off, I will actually now have a look at this magical little plate here, and this is what actually goes in the booth. And yeah, we'll set that up. So basically the feed that comes out of here will go into this point here, and then this will go over to this one. So when you put a 6.5 plug in it, it actually disconnects it from here. These lift up, so you can only have one item in or not. So other than that, it's a fail-safe basically, so you're not having two signals running in through the same input. But there you go, guys. I'm getting towards there. I'm getting closer and closer, so there you go. There's a little bit more for you. Anyway, have a good one. Bye.